Hey guys, welcome back to another instructional chess video. In this one I'm going to be playing some solo chess. So reading the rules here, capture a piece with every move until just one remains. No piece may capture more than 2 times per puzzle. If there's a king on the board, it must be the final piece. Okay, and try for a perfect run. Okay, so I can only capture a few times with any one particular piece. And then I also just need to make sure that the king is the last one and just make sure that there's only one piece. Okay, so let's go for it. Here there's no king, so I can just take either way. Just take. So of course king has to be the last one, so this is the only solution. No king, so I can capture either way. We have a king, so this guy needs to be the last piece to take. So we'll go this way. King needs to be the last piece to take. So this doesn't really seem too hard. Each piece has just been capturing once. King, so I need to take last with this guy. There's actually quite a lot of them, so we'll have to figure out how this will go. Okay, interesting. So this one, I go bishop, and then bishop one more time, because I'm allowed to capture 2 times. So let's do it. Okay, so it turns to a black piece once we've done our 2 captures, and I assume we can't really move it afterwards. Okay, so this one, we go something like this. Knight 1 and then knight 2, and that should be good enough. 1, 2, and that's our last move. Okay, king, so the last capture. Interesting. Okay, so we have to go capture, 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 king captures. So I think a lot of this is just identifying which piece is most difficult to, oh whoops, you guys can't see the full coordinates. That's a technical error on my part. So you guys want to make sure that the most difficult captures are being made first usually. Okay, so in this one, we could do maybe 1, 2, but then I wouldn't be able to get this guy. Okay, I could also go 1, 2, and then I'll be back on track. So it looks like this is one solution. So kind of interesting, there are a couple different solutions for these problems. This one we have king, so we have to capture last. We could go something like this. So we're going 1, 2, turns to a black queen. Capture, capture, king captures. Okay, yeah, again, this one doesn't look too challenging. Okay, king, so he has to capture last. So we can go, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then king is the final. Okay. King has to be the final, so this has to be the final take, so we know that. We could go, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so that looks good enough to me. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Looks good enough to me. This one, okay, so this is going to be the problem, or at least the main problem. Go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, looks good enough. This one, so this guy, I'm going to have to capture. It could be with the queen. We need to have some sort of piece capture this guy. This guy's going to be the main issue. Also this guy, so definitely need to be careful on this one. Maybe 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. If that's right. Okay, let's just go ahead and do it. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay. This guy, okay, there's a couple pieces that could take him. Let's see, how are we going to do this? This guy is definitely a problem. So I'm really looking at the least mobile pieces in this one. So I could go for perhaps, what, 1, 2, that's probably not going to work. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah, it's not going to quite work. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think that was correct. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so these are getting somewhat more difficult. This one, yeah, probably some of these pieces will be key. So maybe like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Looks good enough to me. Okay, we have a king, so king needs to be the last one to capture. And we need to make sure we get some of these other pieces off. Okay, so I'm just gonna really identify this square and just put all my pieces on this one square. We have a king in this one, so he needs to be the last one to capture. It's gonna have to be on this square, so that's our main focal point. We want to try and get all of our pieces onto this. Okay, so we could also go like maybe 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, seemed like that worked, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I don't know if it will force me to get out of check. I'm not sure that was really in the rules. So I'm just going to do it like this anyway. Okay, king, so this is going to be our last move. And in this one, we could perhaps go something like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. It's not going to work. I know that this has to be wrong, so then our king won't be able to capture anything. Yeah, and pawn is going this way. Interesting. So how is this guy gonna come off the board? Oh, it's got to be maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, king. Okay, looks good enough to me. Wow, a lot of knights here. We have a king. Okay, so yeah, the ones with the knights can definitely be somewhat tricky. So let's see here. We can try maybe like 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Oh, whoops, I need to just include the queen at some point. That should be easy. And then use the bishop. and then 2 here. So let me just redo that. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. I said the king has to be the last one. But can I do like 2 captures? Okay, well, I'll just test it out. Why not? Or I could just do it this way and not chance it. Okay. This one, yeah, of course this will have to be the last move. So maybe like 1, 2. I have to, oh, this rook, how is this rook going to get captured? This guy is going to have to get captured by the bishop, and I know that. Because if this rook comes out here, then he can't capture anything, so we're going to have to do something like this. It just has to be done. This is my first move with the queen. Oh, I just need to make sure that this guy has something that can be captured. So yeah, this should be okay. Okay, interesting. A lot of rooks. No kings on the board. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 1. Interesting. So I need to make sure that there's enough stuff to get this guy. One, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so if I remember that properly, I think it was something like this. Yeah, what did I say? Let's see, it's something like this. This. 1, 1. 1, 1, 2, 2. Right, okay, so this should work. Okay, so king has to be the last to capture. There's no other ways that we can involve this guy, so I'm pretty sure like this is a move that has to be played. As well as this move. This looks like it probably needs to be played at some point. So maybe like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, king. Okay, so if I remember that properly, it's something like this. Okay, looks like there's 2 more, so yeah, let's not choke, and let's get this done. So this one again is sort of a straggler. So looks like we also want to address this issue. So maybe like 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, sorry, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think that's right. Let's see. So I did this one first, I believe, right? Okay, so I've already captured what this guy wants. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that wasn't the one that I calculated, but this still should be enough to win. Okay, and then last one, king has to capture. So what do we got? Like 1, 2. Is there any better way that I can do this? 1, 2. It's going to result in the same position. So it's basically just going to be eliminating these two. But I'm also going to have a black piece there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Really important that it comes that way, and then king. Okay, so it seems like this works. I said this. Okay, nice. So we got all of them. So this is a really interesting exercise. Hopefully you guys didn't memorize all of those so that you can now go ahead and try this one out. But yeah, just really trying to follow some directions was key in this one. And then also just envisioning which was the least mobile piece, which piece was really necessary to get out of the board first. That was a key to making sure that we did well in this exercise. So if you like this video, please drop that like. And if you also have any comments as to further videos that you'd like to see in the future, then let me know in the comments section. Hope you guys have a good one. So long.